Midday Kentucky cooking segment brought to you by Creative Kitchen and Bath, where you will always cook in style.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky. Chef Allison Davis here in the Wild Time Kitchen, of course, over in Shinaway Shops, where we do cooking classes, catering, and corporate events. We love cooking, or at least I do, and I hope that's why you're here today. So I am going to be doing a wonderful little appetizer that is just fantastic for entertaining. It's easy to make and it's very impressive. It is a smoked salmon puff pastry, so it's like a salmon puff, and these are going to be little bite-sized appetizers. That is a cream cheese, goat cheese, dill, caper, and lemon with smoked salmon mixture that's in a bit of a puff pastry shell that we kind of then close up and then we bake till they're nice and golden and just little pillows of heaven. All right, so I'm going to just get right into it because this is a little bit involved of a recipe. But not that many ingredients. So we're going to start with our filling. I'm going to go in with some goat cheese because I just love it. And then we are going to add some cream cheese into a food processor. The best thing about it is this is all going into the food processor, so it does the hard work for you. All right, we're going to add in some capers. The capers are going to add a nice, like, kind of pickle, like briny flavor to this. We're going to add a touch of lemon juice. Again, you can do fresh lemon juice, or my little hack with the Santa Cruz. So some lemon juice in there. Of course, we're going to season it with a bit of salt and pepper. I have some cold smoked salmon, so you can pick this up pretty much anywhere, just some strips of the smoked salmon. I love smoked salmon, so I'm going to go big. All right, and then we are going to add a bit of fresh dill. Now, you could go a ton of different directions with this. This is just kind of the base, but this kind of just is a perfect spread to me. This would make a great brunch appetizer, too, like to go on a brunch buffet, and really any time of the day, in my opinion. All right, so we're going to get this on, and that is just going to work and kind of blend everything together, and it's going to get nice and creamy and smooth. All right, so you kind of pulse it, you keep going. Magic of TV. I've already got a little bit here ready to go, so then we're going to move right on into the next stage of making our puff pastry. So I have a sheet of puff pastry, and I'm just going to take it and just kind of cut a strip. And now I'm going to take that strip and I'm going to cut it into a few squares. And then these are going to be our puff pastry, our little bites. So I'm taking an egg wash. I typically use eggs with a little bit of lemon, or you could use a little water in there with it. And we're just going to brush all the edges of the puff pastry. That's going to help it to stick and to seal once we close this up. All right, I'm going to find my spoon that I had. Here it is. All right, we're going to add our little bit of filling right in the center. A little bit goes a long way. Remember, this is cheese, so it's going to melt and it's going to continue to spread. All right, and so once we have the filling in there, we're going to take our ends and we're going to just fold up one end, and then we're going to fold up the other end, and then we're going to work on trying to seal every little nook and cranny of this little guy. And then for me, what I like to do is I like to cook them in these little mini muffin tins and kind of squeeze those in. It'll give it a nice little shape and also help protect it while it cooks. All right, we're going to finish these up. I'm going to get a few more working, and I'm going to put these in the oven at 400 to 425, and you're going to cook for probably about 10 minutes until they're a nice, crispy, golden brown and set. And we'll show you the finished product. All right, you guys can see after about 10 minutes we have these beautiful little puff pastry puffs, salmon puffs. They are super hot when they come out, so obviously do not try to pop one of these in your mouth until they have cooled, or you will be going to the hospital. All right, but look at how beautiful they set up. I love having them in that little muffin tin because it just creates that perfect little crust and bottom. And we are just gonna put these on a plate, have these ready to go, let them again sit and cool, and you are done and done. A little bit of dill just kind of to garnish. You could put a little on top. And these are just so pretty and they taste phenomenal. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. You can go to middaykentucky.com/recipes tab. I'm Chef Allison Davis. We'll be right back after this short break.